and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Puppets, and
Jakob, the Lord of Malts.
And today we're joined by Daniel, the Endosymbiosis.
Emperor of
Yeast. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the Emperor of Yeast, as we call him when he's on our show. Yeah, another international collab, and today, last time we did a Danish beer with Daniel, so we thought that we'd have to do an American one today, and actually one from his area. Or from his state. It's from the Jolly Pumpkin Brewery. It's going to be the Jolly Pumpkin Oro de Calabaza, which is out of Dexter, Michigan. Yeah, it's a Belgian-style golden ale, strong golden ale, and it says here, aged in dark oak cask and re-fermented in the bottle. Oro de Calabaza is brewed in the Franco-Belgian tradition of special golden ale, spicy and peppery with a gentle hop bouquet and a beguiling influence of wild yeast. And it's an 8% alcohol. As you can see here, we've already poured it because we did one shot and both of our bottles just exploded out. And ours was like even crazier. This is like all the beer we got out of it. And
it took out Peter's computer.
Yeah, it took out my computer, so hopefully I'll get it up and running again. But this is like
I'm praying for your computer right now.
Yeah,
but yeah,
especially because it's
now you can see still in my bottle. You can see how much foam there is from that. You know, just foam out.
Yeah, that was pretty.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to trying it because it smells really good in here now with beer everywhere.
Yeah, now that it's all over the place, you can smell it. No problem. I've been tasting it a little bit. Sorry, guys. But,
yeah, it's okay.
All right, are we ready to get started into the actual beer review now that hopefully our technology is working?
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah. So,
right.
Yeah, here it is. As you saw, we just had a little of an explosion, so we're back here. It pours a golden color.
Yeah.
It pours a golden yellow, hazy color. The head is quite small and white. It looks like a traditional Belgian golden, kind of like Duvel, for example.
It seems like it has really tiny bubbles. It reminds me almost like a saison in that sense, just in that kind of light, frothy kind of thing. I pour a little bit in the bottle, and it just like the carbonation just streams up the sides of the glass. So I imagine from the exploding bottle, we lost a lot of carbonation from that, and that's probably.
Me too, because there isn't really any bubbles in our glasses at all. Should we check out the aroma?
Let's go.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some bread character in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely bready.
And also bread's in the myces.
Yeah. And I do get that spicy, peppery thing. Like that's like. Other than that sourness, that's really the first thing I get.
There's like that slight sourness, but there's definitely some peppery spice notes.
There's also some kind of vinous notes too.
Yeah, like white grape wine.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, like musket almost. Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe some apple as well, like a green apple.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's from the
good.
sourness, I think. The tartness. Yeah.
I think so too. It smells pretty tart actually.
It does.
Especially for a Belgian style strong golden style. But that's pretty much it. I get really.
It's funny. Like it's very pronounced, but it's not very. There's not a lot of subtlety to it. It's just kind of. It's there. It smells good, but it doesn't really So, yeah. I'm ready to taste if you are.
Yeah, that's the game. Give it a taste.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, carbonation is almost gone in ours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've still got quite a bit. Again, it's on my side of the Atlantic, so I've got the advantage on carbonation on this one. But
yeah.
Definitely that bready character kind of comes out first again.
Yeah.
And kind of sour, tarty kind of character.
It's got a slightly tart note there as well. It's not like as tart in like some real sour beers, but it's got like a slight tart note there along with the spice. I get a lot of that peppery note.
Yeah, a lot of that pepperiness is right there.
There's also the vinous alcoholic kind of notes on the side of the mouth.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I did. You definitely. I mean, it's 8% alcohol, and it's not hidden particularly well.
No.
For only being 8%, it's definitely right there on the palate. But I do get. It's got like a yeasty component on the back of my tongue almost. It's got this kind of Like it's not the Belgian yeast, like that Belgian funk, like that horse blanket kind of quality.
Yeah.
You know,
I get that. I get
I,
that.
I definitely get that on the back of the tongue.
I mean, it's actually fairly spicy. I think it's really peppery, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of spice here. It reminds me more of a saison. I know I kind of mentioned that, but it
Kind
does.
of. Yeah, it does. It's a slightly spiced saison, but I haven't had many traditional saisons from Belgium. I mean, the only traditional saison I've had is saison du Pomme.
Mhm.
I have, other than that, it's only American saisons I've had, so I can't really compare that much. But it does kind of remind me of like a kind of like a Duvel or something like that. Just you get a slight amount of oakiness as well in there, actually, from the barrel aging. But it does.
I think on my end,
Go ahead.
I think on my end, the sourness, the tartness is covering up that oak. I'm not really getting any oak in this.
Yeah, this is actually
Plus,
not
in my
as
bottles,
tart. Yeah, this is actually
Hey.
not as tart as it is spicy. I think.
yeah, I think it may be age, may be part of it, but I think there's also just the issue of a brewery that's this small.
Yeah.
Jolly Pumpkin does like 7,000 barrels a year or something like that. I mean, they're really really small. Um, for a brewery this small, they're still experimenting, you know, and they've only been open since like 2006. So
Yeah,
you got your bottle, if it's 3 years old, was a year and a half after they opened practically, you know. So this brewery is really, really young, and I can see that there's going to be a lot of variation, even from batch to batch, much less one that was made 3 years ago versus one made today,
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes. So I suspect that's a lot of the difference we're getting is that you're really not reviewing the same beer practically, you know.
No.
I mean, it has the same label, but it's definitely and then wild yeast can just do that in general, and that's the fun of wild yeast. Sometimes is there's just all kinds of stuff going on, you know. Like every bottle's a little bit different.
Yeah. Rating wise for the Oro de Calabaza from Jolly Pumpkin, for me, I think it's a pretty good brew. Very, very disappointed in the fact that it gushed so much, and I have to give it a slightly lower grade because that is still a good brew. Ours has lost a lot of the carbonation because it just exploded all over. And the fact that it might have destroyed my computer is also turning. No, just kidding. Just kidding. No.
It gets a 2.
Yeah.
Destroyed your
You
computer.
destroyed my computer. No. It is a pretty solid brew. I mean, if it had carbonation and not the issue with the gushing, I think it would be pretty good. And rating wise, I'm gonna go a 7 to 2. It's a pretty good beer. Definitely worth picking up, but just be careful with the over gushing. What about
Get a bucket.
Yeah.
I'll end at 75, and just the same reasons as Peter did. It's a very solid beer. It's very drinkable, easily drinkable, and all that kind of stuff. Even though it's flat and everything, it's still a great brew. So, 75, yeah.
How about you, Daniel?
No, it's solid. It's a little disappointing in this state. Mine's a little more carbonated, so I think mine is a better quality version of it. But I'll go like 77 on that scale. I mean, I feel it's a little under an 80, you know, for me. So like 77, I feel comfortable with that rating. So yeah.
Super. Well, that's it for this beer review, guys. Thanks for joining in on this review, Daniel. It was fun.
As always.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And yeah, remember to check Daniel's channel out on YouTube. It's the Endosymbiosis. And guys, let us know what you think of the Oro de Calabaza if you've had it. From Jolly Pumpkin, maybe you haven't had the same issues as we had. Maybe you had one that didn't gush at all. I don't know. Let us know, and let us know what you think of it. Maybe you think it's a better beer than we do. So, yeah, also, by the fact that ours is a bit older, also probably has got something to say. But let us know, and as always, remember to comment and subscribe, and we're going to say cheers.
Cheers.
And we're going to see you in another beer review.